Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the wave theory of radiation. Before going deep into the wave theory of radiation, let us first revise the Dalton's atomic theory which we have discussed in the previous video also. The atomic theory of matter was proposed by Dalton in 1808. According to Dalton's atomic theory, matter consists of indivisible atoms. All atoms of a given element have identical properties, including identical mass. But the atoms of different elements differ in their mass. Compounds are formed when atoms of different elements combine in a fixed ratio. The chemical reactions involve reorganization of atoms. These are neither created nor destroyed in the chemical reaction. These are just reorganization of atoms. There are some limitations for the Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory could not explain the law of gaseous volume. Dalton's assumption of indivisible atom is wrong because we know that atoms contain protons, electrons, and neutrons. But he assumed that atoms are indivisible, but that assumption is wrong. The discovery of isotopes shows that atoms of same element have different weights. Isotopes are nothing but elements having same atomic number and different atomic mass. So according to him, the atoms must have identical mass. The atoms of the same, given element must have identical properties including identical mass. But isotopes, that is of same element, will have different atomic weights. Dalton's atomic theory regarded atom as ultimate particle of matter. Dalton's atomic theory was able to explain the law of conservation of mass, law of constant composition, and law of multiple proportion successfully. But it could not explain the results of many of the experiments. For example, like the substances like glass or ebonite, when rubbed with silk or fur, it gets electrically charged. It could not explain the reason for that. Now let us discuss the wave theory of radiation. As per Newton's corpuscular theory, light is considered as stream of particles called corpuscles of light. It could explain the phenomena of reflection and refraction, but it could not explain the phenomena like diffraction and interference. So, as per Maxwell's wave theory of light, light is transmitted in the form of electromagnetic waves. You can see in the picture these waves, electromagnetic waves. These waves are associated with oscillating electric field and magnetic field, which are perpendicular to each other, and these are also perpendicular to the direction of the propagation of these waves. Electromagnetic waves do not require any medium for their propagation. For example, we know about radio waves, we know about visible light, we know about X-rays. All these electromagnetic waves do not require any medium for their propagation. So, as per Maxwell's wave theory of light, light is transmitted in the form of electromagnetic waves, and these are associated with oscillating electric field, oscillating magnetic field, which are perpendicular to each other, and even these are perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Now, let us discuss some parameters which are used to characterize the electromagnetic wave. At first, let us discuss wavelength. Wavelength is represented by the Greek letter lambda. This is the symbol for lambda. Wavelength is nothing but it is the distance between two neighboring crests or troughs of the wave. Suppose this is a wave, then the distance between two neighboring crests or trough is nothing but the wavelength. This is measured in angstrom or nanometers. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 to the power minus 10 meter, and 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Another parameter is frequency. Frequency is nothing but number of waves which pass through a particular point in 1 second. See in the diagram, this is one oscillation, this is a wave, and this is one oscillation, for example. Then the frequency is the number of oscillations per second that passes through a particular point in 1 second. That is, per second we have to calculate. So one oscillation is this, and frequency is nothing but the number of such oscillations passing through a particular point in 1 second. So here you can see wavelength is nothing but distance between two crests or two troughs, and the frequency is nothing but the number of waves that is passing through a particular point in 1 second. Now, it is represented by a Greek letter nu. It is represented like nu. This is pronounced as nu. The units for frequency is cycles per second or hertz. 1 cycle per second is equal to 1 hertz. 1 kilohertz is equal to 10 to the power 3 hertz. 1 megahertz is equal to 10 to the power 6 hertz. Another parameter is velocity. It is represented by the letter C. Velocity is nothing but it is the distance traveled by a wave in 1 second. The distance traveled by a wave in 1 second is nothing but velocity, and it is denoted by letter C, as I told you before. Now, C equal to, that is velocity is equal to nu lambda. The relation between C, nu and lambda is C equals to nu lambda. C is nothing but velocity of the wave. Nu is the frequency of the wave. Lambda is a wavelength of that wave. So C equal to nu lambda is the relation between the velocity, frequency and the wavelength. So we can say nu, that is frequency is equal to C upon lambda. Velocity of all electromagnetic radiations in space or in vacuum is same, and it will be always equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, or 3 into 10 to the power 10 centimeter per second. Another parameter is wave number. It is denoted by nu bar. It is the number of wavelengths per unit length, or you can say it is the inverse of wavelength. So what is wavelength? Wavelength is distance between two trough or crest, and frequency is nothing but the number of oscillations per second passing through a particular point. Okay, and the number of wavelengths per unit length is nothing but wave number. It is inverse of wavelength, that is nu bar is equal to 1 upon wavelength or 1 upon lambda. Okay, so if you want to calculate lambda, lambda will be equal to 1 upon nu bar or C upon nu. Another parameter is amplitude. Amplitude is denoted by letter A. It is nothing but the height of a crest or depth of a trough. Okay, it is nothing but the height of a crest. This is the height. You can see this is the height of the crest or the depth of the trough. So this is amplitude. This is the height of the crest, and this is the depth of the trough. This can be called as amplitude of the wave. So height of a crest or depth of a trough of a wave is nothing but amplitude, and it determines the intensity of the radiation. Now, the next topic is electromagnetic spectrum. We know that different electromagnetic waves have different wavelengths. If the arrangement is done for all electromagnetic radiations in such a way that it is in the order of increasing order of their wavelengths and decreasing order of their frequencies, we call it as electromagnetic spectrum. So arrangement of all electromagnetic radiations in the increasing order of their wavelengths and decreasing order of their frequencies is nothing but electromagnetic spectrum. So let us see the electromagnetic spectrum. Here we have cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet radiations. This is a visible light. This is IR radiations, and IR means infrared radiations, microwave, FM and AM, that is radio waves, and these are long radio waves. You can see this is the frequency. Nu represents frequency and lambda represents wavelength. So if you see the diagram, you can see this is a visible spectrum, and see here it is 10 to the power 24 and it is decreasing to 10 to the power 0. So this is increasing wavelength and decreasing frequency. So frequency is decreasing. Here this is the frequency from 10 to the power 24 to 10 to the power 0. So it is decreasing order. And if we talk about lambda, that is nothing but wavelength, you can see it is 10 to the power minus 16 to 10 to the power 6. That is, it is increasing wavelength. Okay. And here is a visible spectrum. You can see in the visible spectrum, we have violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red colors with again increasing wavelength and decreasing frequency. So if we put it in the waveform, you can see these waves are nearer to each other, or we can say that its wavelength is smaller, because we know that the distance between two crest or trough is nothing but wavelength. So here the distance between crest is less and it is increasing from left to right. That is, wavelength is increasing for this wave and the frequency or the energy is nothing but decreasing. So you can see energy, increasing energy in the opposite direction and increasing wavelength in the left to right direction. So these arrangement of electromagnetic radiations in increasing order of their wavelengths and decreasing order of their frequencies is nothing but electromagnetic spectrum. There are some limitations for wave theory of radiations. It could not explain the following phenomena like black body radiation. Black body radiation is nothing but radiation from hot bodies. It could not explain about black body radiation. It could not explain the photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect means it is a ejection of electron from metal surface when radiation strike on it. When radiations strike on a metal, there will be ejection of electrons depending upon the frequency of the radiations. This is nothing but photoelectric effect. The variation of heat capacity of solids as a function of temperature. So with the change in temperature, the heat capacity of solids changes, and that could not be explained by the wave theory of radiation. Line spectra of atoms with special reference to hydrogen. It could not explain the line spectra for the hydrogen. Now let us take one example, numerical problem. The wave number of a beam of light is 500 per centimeter. Okay, wave number means it is nu bar. And it is asking what is the wavelength of light in nanometers, also find its frequency. So we know that nu bar is given as 500 per centimeter, and we know that nu bar is nothing but 1 upon wavelength. So if you want to calculate wavelength, then we can do 1 divided by nu bar, we get the wavelength. So lambda is equal to 1 upon nu bar or C upon nu. So we can put 1 upon 500. It will come out to be 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 centimeter, or is equal to 2 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 3 multiplied by 10 to the power 1 nanometer, or we can say the answer is 2 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 2 nanometer. Now let us calculate the frequency. This is nothing but lambda is nothing but wavelength. Now let us calculate the frequency. Frequency is equal to C upon lambda. In the previous slide only we have learned that the relation between nu c, and lambda is nu is equal to c upon lambda, or we can say that 1 upon lambda is nu bar. So I have replaced 1 upon lambda as nu bar. So the equation will become, formula will become nu is equal to c multiplied by nu bar. And we have c, that is velocity of the wave, as 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, or 3 into 10 to the power 10 centimeter per second. So here we have the values in terms of centimeter. So we are writing in terms of centimeter. So velocity is 3 into 10 to the power 10 centimeter per second, and nu bar is given as 500 per centimeter. So when we multiply these two, we get the answer as 1.3 multiplied by 10 to the power 12 per second. Another numerical problem is sodium lamp emits yellow light of wavelength 580 nanometer. Calculate frequency and wave number of the wavelength. So wavelength is lambda, that is given as 580 nanometer. And if we convert it into meter, so we can multiply it with 10 to the power minus 9. Velocity is, it's always c is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8. Now it is meter per second because we are converting it into meter. It is wavelength is in meter. So we are taking the velocity in terms of meter per second. It is 3 into 10 to the power 8. So frequency is equal to, as per formula, frequency nu is equal to c upon lambda. Now c is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Lambda is equal to 580 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter. So we will have the answer as 5.17 multiplied by 10 to the power 14 per second. Now another question is wave number. So for wave number, we have the formula nu bar is equal to 1 upon lambda, and lambda is given as 580 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter. So 1 divided by 580 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter will come out to be 1.72 multiplied by 10 to the power 6 per meter. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you, everyone.